This guy has been throwing hatchets from darkness to reveal, reloading, throwing hatchets. I'm actually gonna save a bit of Jesus. Reloading, throwing hatchets. Oh, hold up, that's another angle. What?
This is the scariest Huntress Otzdarva's ever gone against. He's currently going against a player known as Max DW on YouTube.
Can't he teleport? No, unlike the Dark Souls dogs, my dog cannot teleport.
Right.
In fact, I'm not sure you can move at all sometimes. You know. Hi, lady. I'm sorry. Whoa, that was a fast hit. Hello.
So, 11 seconds into the match, that's the first hit.
Oh man, that was.
Whenever Huntress gets a snipe that early, it's usually a sign they have lethal pursuer. And you're going to be in for an ore reading hunty.
Sorry, lady.
On Rotten Fields as well, so it's like one of the most open maps you can loop hunty on.
Possibly with glowing concoction, probably with Amaliers.
Yeah.
And all other auto reading perks. But remember, Amaliers expect anything. Barbecue and chili. We don't have distortion, so we can't tell.
Barbecue and chili and glowing concoction are highly likely. Amaliers is a little bit on a mid-range end. It's not as common.
Threw a hatchet at someone else and then remember my position, and now she's trying to do that. Very fancy though. I played against Huntresses that do this, and typically if they try to do this, it's because they know that they are capable of doing it, and it's really scary. It's time to 3, 2, 1, duck.
What is he predicting? He's going to get hit by a shot.
We're good, chat. Time to go. Darkness reveal maybe.
All right.
Oh god,
so
I've never felt more fear
Max
in my life.
is the Huntress is anticipating what alt is going to do before he does it. He's keeping tabs on where all the survivors are at all time. How does he know he's there? He either A, used Darkness Revealed to see alts running through the jungle gym and see where he's going, or he did a prediction shot on somebody working on the generator. It just so happened that Alts was in that location right as he was going for the timed snipe. It's really good game sense. And then when Alts goes behind the harvester, he's predicting where Alts is going ahead of time. So he's like, I got the snipe at the gen. Where's Alts likely going to go? Run to the harvester. That's where he's going. Ah, okay.
Don't look behind.
Generator pops in the jungle gym. He gets down. So now, the way that Max is playing is he's like, Nancy just popped the generator, and she's running through the back side of the jungle gym. He winds up a hatchet to look through the window for her to clear the hay bale, predicting her movement ahead of time of where she's going.
Nancy, run. Oh, goodness me.
That was really good.
That guy is still on the hook, by the way, about to hit stage 2. We did 1 gen, bless.
So, this is why I say sometimes when you go against a Huntress, you know that they're really experienced at what they do, just based off their decision making.
Oh shoot!
If I was going against,
that's crazy that I can think of like 2 or 3 players that fit this cosmetic and playstyle. That's nuts, dude.
I think Jordy, Max, and then Esper Karen. They Alts plays in Europe. Those are the 3 Huntresses that come to my mind when I think of like the nutty Huntresses.
Don't forget that I'm European, and Coconut, you know, is
Coconut's in US.
Too low of an MMR to be in my lobby. He's American, I believe, or Canadian, so yeah, no, we're not gonna see people like him or Spooky Loops, which people will bring up. Unfortunately, those people we're not gonna meet. Actually, that's not entirely
I'm
true.
surprised.
We're not gonna meet them now.
I'm surprised that Alts. I'm surprised Max didn't do an arc shot over the hay bale to hit on the hook. The way that Max has been playing, they pop the gen, they're going to clear this corner, we're going to get the hit there. They just unhooked, so they might be healing under the hook. So we're going to throw an axe over the hay bale, just in case they're there. These are common ways
played with Cope, who's also
to
American, a million times. But that
think
was
ahead
MMR
and
when this game was
keep
weird.
the survivors on their toes so they never know what your next move is. Very advanced strategy on how to win.
I didn't know that much, actually. Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
I also know that Max uses Shadowborn. That was a nice shot.
Wow, dude. Wow, that was actually glowing concoction. I'm fucked.
I'm curious if Shadowborn actually helps you see through the corn more easily, so you don't get corn blindness. Anticipatory shot.
Never drop the pallet, dudes.
All right, I'd predict going over the hay bale. Yeah.
Never drop the pallet until she misses, and then you keep going, and then you drop it. Oh.
Nice. So From the window, he throws a shot to predict that Alt is going to run to the pallet. But after he sees he hasn't ran to the pallet yet, he knows that once Alt has a false sense of security after the first axe, Alt is going to start running after the hatchet is thrown. So then he predicts the second shot of Alt letting his guard down for a couple seconds to get the follow-up hatchet on the TP.
Drop the pallet, dudes.
All right, I'd predict going over the hay bale.
Never drop the pallet until she misses. And then you keep going and then you drop it. Oh.
Nice. I know this all sounds crazy,
nice,
but this is actually how Huntresses play. That's pretty nutty.
I know it's not Freaky, even though this is his play style, because Freaky doesn't look like this. No way he gets that. But
yeah, the side angle is a little bit much.
He's got a different cosmetic that he sticks to. But I think this is Jordi.
I think what sets apart like Huntresses
Jesus Christ, man.
is how often they predict their shots.
So fucking scary.
And he's doing quite well.
Who else can it be then? If it's a new Huntress we never played against, damn, you've made an impression. Well done, Mr. Hunter, man. Last time I played against Jordi, we gave him a good run for his money, but we didn't all survive. Jordi is, I think, one of the best Huntresses out there. Has like 4,000 hours.
Yeah, Jordi plays comp at DBD.
Insanely good
but
Huntress.
I think
one thing about Jordi that
must be in Spain,
is
then.
that he...
I don't know.
You're gonna get hit. Thanks.
Yeah, so that's a prediction shot.
He waits, like his hatchets, oh my god, are delayed a lot.
So the way that Max plays is after the survivors do a particular action, there's always a consequential reaction that happens afterwards.
I don't know how he's doing this, but I don't know what perk is allowing this. I don't know how many.
You don't need perks to do something like this.
How is he doing this, man? how is he doing this? There's not that many perks that reveal us for that long.
He's predicting movement. So once a survivor unhooks,
to think that the map offering was hers. Yeah,
completes the gens, or drops a pallet.
So it wasn't survivors with the map off.
He's predicting where the survivors are going to go off of how they basically naturally move.
I'm actually gonna.
But
a bit of, Jesus,
that's solid.
I generally don't know
So
how they're doing this.
remember, he saw the two survivors running behind the harvester. He's like, okay, afterwards, they're likely going to run to this generator next.
I don't know how they're doing it.
So it's basically
there's an add-on that shows you the aura after you hit.
a prediction of what the survivors are going to do ahead of time.
And when you open a locker, if they're next to a locker for a little... There's a lot of aura reveals, right? But this guy has been throwing hatchets, reloading, throwing hatchets, reloading, throwing hatchets.
Barbecue and chili?
Constantly.
I'd be surprised if he doesn't go for this.
I think he's just got mad, Falcon sight.
That's why I don't know if the majority of Max's hits are in correlation to...
Cheater, but think about it. If he was a cheater...
Oh, he's not a cheater. He's not a cheater.
It would be so easy to tell that he's not actually reading our aura, so it would be very easy to suss him out. So this doesn't strike me as something a cheater would do. I thought about it for a second. Obviously, it would be very easy for a cheater to do this because they just have a little program that shows where everyone is at all times. So you just hold them to and wait for one of them to be in the open slightly.
I wonder how much of Max's shots are correlative to visual sight with like seeing through the corn and predicting, or
I think I see her.
How much of the shots are actually mind games of like, I think they're going to do this, so I'm going to throw a shot for they're going to do that.
I'm sorry, ladies.
Probably about on 50-50.
Right, back to that
because he's done a lot of shots where he hasn't seen the survivor have any FOV on the survivors at all.
That her Nancy who's dead on Cork. What do we do, Chad? We can't heal her quickly even if she skips.
Okay.
She's gonna charge a hatchet towards
I'm
us.
surprised they've gotten the game down to one gen left as well.
Nancy. Huge plays. Hold up. You aren't safe, lady. You aren't safe.
Yeah.
Neither am I.
He's a generator being worked on. Predicts to throw a hatchet over it.
Pre-drop it. All right.
Reload.
She's gonna see me.
Now.
Darkness maybe.
Yeah. So there's lanes. There's lanes between the corn.
Oh, hold up. That's
the corn's in lines. So if he moves to the side, he can get like a clear POV on it.
Okay. Maybe they were too close to the. Maybe they were too close to the hatchet near to the locker near the harvester. Hold up.
That could be Gearhead. I think he's using Gearhead.
All right. I wanted to.
So he's getting like these blind snipes randomly within the match. So I honestly think he hit a great skill check, and he's like, "Oh, I see your aura, bomb," and gets it down. Yeah, that's got to be what it is.
Botany, I'm gonna take this risk.
Solid snipe. He went to do a predict shot, I think. Running across the hay bale.
She might be just out. Yep, I think she's out. Nancy, what you need to do right now is crawl to a space with no hooks whatsoever, so that when you get picked up, you are automatically too close to being wiggled out.
Or alternatively, she could crawl to a pallet.
Save a brown toolbox. It doesn't help on gens that much. A few seconds. That's why you sometimes save it for that. And it's very lucky that she went for that hook. Oh,
so,
goodness,
what's probably going on through Max's mind?
Whoa,
oh shoot!
Alright, that girl's going for the rescue. We could do a
That's
double
solid.
kill. While she's carrying, she can throw hatchets. It's the only time. Ah! Don't! No, out of there. Oh.
Like,
Cats are gonna fly. Okay, at this point, just take hit suits. Just do the fucking jets. We don't have enough for another.
you might get a read on the gen here.
So just throw it all. Use to prove thyself. Use the whatever. Don't stay injured for resilience. That's suicide. Oh, she missed a hatchet.
Ooh.
I see that. Another one's coming. Not for me.
I was about to say, I'm surprised she's not throwing a hatchet to this gen.
Okay, let's commit. That's
There
fine.
you go.
That's fine. Just take it. She
Through the
might get a
lane?
hatchet. She threw like. Whoa, she's still on us. Okay, self-care. 50% saves. I don't know how she's seeing us all this time, dude. Definitely gearhead. Gearhead?
Yeah,
That's not insane. That actually would explain a lot.
that's
That would actually
gearhead
explain
for
a
sure.
lot. If it's gearhead, dude,
So
that would be the craziest.
I wonder if he gets
I've
gearhead
ever seen in my life.
on healing skill checks as well.
I don't see. I see her. She's chasing injured Nancy. Oh no, and I'm not opening this gate. That's bad. I'm just looking. Okay,
All
here's what
right.
we do. She hurled a hatchet really far away.
Now I'm surprised she didn't see him at the door here. Oh, okay. Nice.
Nice slap, dudes. Alright, so
Sees him committing to one direction, aims to keep going for that. This is the best part about going against good huntresses, is because it's stress inducing. It makes DBD feel like a horror game.
Nancy's up.
Predicting to go around the corner there.
Jesus Christ, run. Run, this is our chance. We're never gonna see it again. Wait, I see her. I think. Oh, put stuff between you and them. Oh, wait a minute, did you see that? She had deep wound. That's the first hook for her. Basement? We need to stop that if possible. No basement. Wait, if that's barbecue, I'm gonna take another hit. Oh god.
What a lot of huntresses do is hook survivors on ground level instead of the basement, so that they can set up future cross-map snipes more easily when everyone's on the same floor. When people get unhooked in the basement, there's walls covering the area, along with them being in a lower floor.
To say that we are in danger would be an understatement. Wait, why are the survivors here and not the killer? Hello, what's going on? The killer went to that. There's no way. Let's say to take hits for them. Oh god, dude, they're all falling like flies. Oh, I've never been scared like this in my life.
He actually could have gotten it down there.
One for me, please.
Yeah, that's a terrifying game, man. Okay, what is his perks? He's using Shadowborn, Lethal Pursuer, Iron Maiden, and Bitter Murmur. Wow, so he wasn't using Gearhead. He was sniping people close to generators because he predicted that they were going to be there. No darkness revealed, and some sort of black magic with the Shadowborn. Yeah, pretty solid. I think he did really good.